Good evening and welcome to Hudson Valley Week in Review, where we look back at the people, places, and issues making news in Ulster County and the region. I'm Amy Greene. We begin tonight with the issue of teen dating violence and how 2 Ulster County towns are getting involved, spreading awareness to their local communities. Students from Saugerties and Ellenville High Schools recently participated in the county's teen dating violence video contest. The contest encouraged students to create PSA-type videos that incorporated both sides of unhealthy or violent relationships and domestic violence resources. The winners from each school were recognized and congratulated by Ulster County Executive Michael Hine, as well as other local officials. The winners were also awarded certificates and gift cards for a job well done. We were there when the contest winners from Saugerties High School were congratulated. We spoke with those students as well as the county executive and other school officials. We'll also show you the winning videos. Take a look.
Really comes down to, and that is violence in relationships and how to be able to deal with them and really work towards healthy relationships in our community. The great part is there's been a contest among our students. Some of the winners are right here in Saugerties, and we're recognizing our young people who do extraordinary work, and really the talent that we're seeing is amazing, but the message that they're conveying is even more important. Well, let's be really frank about this. When you're in a situation and there is violence in a relationship or potential violence in a relationship, we want our young people to be able to address these issues early on. This is an opportunity for us to be able to do precisely that. It's something that impacts everyone, all across every part of the demographics, and we want to make sure that our young people don't stand for being in a relationship that in any way, shape, or form is less than perfectly healthy. There's a whole host of issues that we take on. Again, our domestic violence task force does a tremendous job, and a whole host of other individuals throughout the county government are there to provide services. But it's also important for us to be preventative. What we're trying to find here is a way to move through this process where our community as a whole gets better and better, and so that we can eradicate this kind of really scourge that happens, because it's so detrimental to an individual, to a family, and to an entire community.
I've been here, this is my 8th year in Saugerties, a couple of years as a junior high principal, and now I run the whole building, junior and senior high school. Well, the program initiated through the county, and it's an important program, but it's also a program that our school likes to embrace. When we have a cause in Scott's class here, it really gives them something to do and something that they have a passion over, so it really works out for everybody. Relationships at the high school level are very intense, no matter how you look at it, and that intensity can go a good way or it can go a bad way, and if it goes a bad way, it can be very difficult for everybody. And I think for that reason, it's extremely important for students to really understand what to do, where to go for help, and for our students to be a part of that, I think it's great. Emotional. I mean, you know, when a video can bring out the emotion, I can understand why they were winning videos, because that's exactly what they're supposed to do, and I think they're going to do a nice job of bringing the attention that this type of subject deserves.
It's your first date, man. You really hit it off. He's a really nice guy. What could possibly go wrong? Fast forward a few months and you really love this guy. He gets jealous kind of quickly, but overall you guys are fine. When he gets mad, he's a different person, like he loses all control. But after he's so sweet and sorry for what he told, he'll get angry when you look at other guys and, you know, just look at the ground because you're shy. He's blowing up your phone. Where are you? What are you doing? You stop chilling with friends and stop drinking brewing. He's angry or jealous all the time, but you put up with it. You love him a lot. You know, it's just the phase he's in. You tell your family everything is great, but seeing you hurt is the thing we all hate. He gets mad again, just you two alone. You both say things you regret on the bridge of throwing stones. He raises a hand and strikes you. You're bleeding. From that moment, you felt your love for him receding. You stop the violence and leave him to be happy. There are others who aren't as lucky. If you're like this, listen to this verse. Quickly leave before you get hit or worse.
My students always make me proud, and this is just another example of what Saugerties students do. They work in all different areas, but to be able to take a cause like this and create something that really is going to affect change in our society. I think that's just a great event. Every year, I think it'd be something that you know, throughout the county can grow, and as people get into more technology and using technology in schools like this type of classroom, we're going to be able to expose subjects like this and be able to help out.
I've been here for 22 years. I started right out of college, and I started the CVP2, it's Computer Video Production Program, back in 2004, 2005. I came about, I had a conversation with Chief Sinagra back in May or June of last year, and we had talked about the idea of having my class create teen violence or teen dating violence videos, and it kind of stemmed from there. Once we got the information in September, early October, I thought it was a great topic for my CVP2 classes to make a PSA mandatory for them to do. I think they turned out great. You know, I'm very proud of them, my students. I'm very proud of them for what they produced. You know, the two winners, Danny Douglas and Kelsey Gollin's videos, were amazing. I hope so. I hope so. If the county executive and the chief of police at Saugerties think it's an important topic, then I hope that it brought awareness to the problem. And we see it, you know, not every day, but we do see some instances in the hallways where, you know, there are issues. To be honest with you, it became a much bigger thing than I ever imagined it to be. I never expected this kind of event to occur. So to have them come out and recognize my students and me for the work that we did, I couldn't be happier.
When I got the project, I didn't want to think just like straightforward about like, well, girl hits guy, guy hits girl. I wanted to think outside of the box, and that's where the idea came with the gifts. It mainly came from the idea that in an abusive relationship, there can never just be good things. There is a repercussion for the good things, and there's always a bad thing. So when a gift is given, there always has to be a consequence for it, and that's where the idea came from.
I love my boyfriend. We've been together for a while now, and I'm so happy. He gives me so many gifts, like these earrings and these boots. He gave them to me for Christmas. He knew these were the ones that I wanted, and I didn't even have to tell him. Oh, and this. He gave this to me when I didn't seem grateful for them, but it's okay because he felt bad and gave me this necklace to say sorry. But he got mad again and broke it. He pulled it right off my neck and gave me this. It was my fault though. I told him that I preferred a silver chain. I should have just been grateful for what he had gotten me. It's my fault.
I thought they were all really good. I enjoyed them all. I watched all of them. They were all different in their own ways. All of ours as a whole, just that they've seen all of them is really amazing. I think that it's very important because it keeps us feel like we made a difference. Like they touched people's hearts and people understand them and they get it more now.
I wasn't really sure what to do, but then I thought of like the words that are used to describe women nowadays and how harsh they can be, and that's where the inspiration came from to put those words in the project and kind of talk about how they shouldn't be used towards women. big surprise. I didn't really expect to win anything, and then, but I was honored to receive this along with the other 2 great videos. I think the competition was great, and I'm honored to be up there in the top 3 with them.
When we return, we meet the newest addition to Ulster County's emergency medical services. We'll be right back.